Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Alright, over halfway with the Kaza's route. What happened last episode? Been a while since I played. I was doing some good progress on the daily with the story, and then there's like some smokiness in the air or something, probably some fire somewhere, and it just destroyed my sinuses. Nothing on fire, like, around me, but just, like, in the distance, and then, yeah, just get wrecked. Get wrecked by smoke and wind. Alright, so last episode we had the chapter Witch of the White, where Canon completely goes off the rails again, writes a hit piece article, framing Byakuya as a witch who is cursing the island, getting rid of the sun, and he somehow, like, gets away with it for a while. Although Akaza and Kuroba, they mentioned, like, them going to see him, but Jesus, Canon, like, you're getting away with way too much, like, causing, like, mass panic and, like, civil unrest, and just putting Byakuya in, like, severe danger. And, like, meanwhile, like, other characters, they, like, sneeze funny, and they go to jail. Like, I don't know why they let Canon get away with so much. Alright, well, let us continue. I want to see where this is going. We have this next chapter, My Everything. Maybe it'll be a little bit more romantic this time. It's routine for me to come to Yomi now, but I'm not sure if I should continue my deliveries. No crap. No crap, Byakuya. We should probably hunker down for a bit. So far, I haven't encountered anyone in Yomi who looked at me with scorn. I guess, yeah, maybe they're not interested in the newspaper, or else they're just like, we don't have the sun anyway. The people here have been more receptive to me ever since I spoke with Masuhana. Or maybe the situation on the surface doesn't matter to the people living here. After all, those in Yomi had no sun to begin with. You'll bring a curse to the blue! Dang, blue class resident. Maybe it would be best to put a hold on my deliveries. Yeah? Like, there is much unrest, and people are out for your life. Oh, hi, please don't tell me to, kinda don't tell me to talk to your brother no more. I like you, dude, but, like, you gotta know your brother. There's something wrong with him. Olympia, I read the paper. Yeah, that's your brother's doing. I jumped hearing Kaina's bright and friendly voice. Oh, okay, he's a little bit behind. he read an old article. You've chosen a Kaza, right? Congratulations. That's what you gleaned from the newspaper? I was prepared for him to question me, but his jolly tone completely caught me by surprise. Am I congratulating you too soon? I just think Akaza is great. Make it official already. Kaina? I wish I could see that wedding. I bet Akaza would look great, and you look so radiant. Oh, that'll make me blush here. Kaina, oh my. What's the matter? Should I have waited until the official news was announced? Wait a second. Did you really read the article? I guess it did say, like, oh, she is cursed because of that. Like, yeah, she's cursing the island because of the red. Marrying a Kaza of the red. Or did you read an older issue? Oh, you mean the curse thing? Come on now, that's just Canon being Canon. You can't be like, oh, you, Canon, you're such a silly goose. Like, what? What? I mean, I guess, like, they can't really punish him, I guess, because he's the leader of the Orange, but that didn't stop them from punishing Riku, now did it? And he was, like, going to inherit the role. He spoke with an unbridled cheeriness, and I felt tears rising in my eyes. He has a tendency of padding his articles. Don't let his stuff bother you. It is a bother when it, like, whips up people to try to hurt Byakuya. I closed my eyes to hold back my tears. I'd been crying a lot recently. I hope he drinks the Yomi mud that he deserves. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm just like, kinda. You're way too forgiving and naive. You're like, oh, my silly brother. Like, Cannon told you to eat dirt. You're just like, oh, Cannon, my cute baby brother. There's no way I could tell him what Cannon said. He'd probably still say he's just a silly goose. That aside, I wish you and Akaza happiness. Thank you. I'm so touched. Do you know Akaza very well? I mean, was kinda gonna be the leader of the Yellow. I keep forgetting. Like, I know he was up there. I'm not sure if he was just like high-ranking noble or like in line to take over for Doma. Not at all. But I like him. I respect what he does. Kind of fiddled with his golden hair and then looked at me with a bit of hesitation. I know this is going to sound like a joke, but I hope you'll hear me out. I was originally from the noble family of the Yellow, and since Lord Doma didn't have a son, word came to me to succeed him. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, because, like, I mean, there was that whole debacle with Kurobo where he's like, oh, you're actually Lord Hagane's son, and Doma's like, you want to take over? And he's like, what? But yeah, it would make sense, since they were essentially, like, they plucked Kaina from the orange because he had more yellow traits, and they're essentially like grooming him for a new role of taking over the Yellow. But yeah, Kaina, you're not cutthroat at all. You cannot see like the evil in people. Like, even if he did manage to take over for Doma, he would be eaten alive. That's right. I forgot he was a noble. So I was told to behave like Akaza and surpass him. I should be envious, shouldn't I? But he and I are just too different. Akaza always hated the color class system. It's pretty great how upfront he is and that he does what he can about it. Right. Even back at the dormitory, some of the guys got leniency because of Akaza. And you gave me food to eat and took my letter up to the surface. Is it strange for me to wish only the best for my savior? Heh, Kaina, you're a good friend. Kaina quickly looked around before speaking. You know, I think Akaza is actually Lord Jigen's son. Wait. I thought that was like common knowledge. They just like slashed him off the record just so like nepotism, they couldn't like say nepotism was involved, but I thought everyone knew. Huh? Have you heard this rumor already? No, not at all. Absolutely nothing. Not that it's a bad rumor. Like how Akaza was said to have been found on the beach, right? Okay, so you know that. I heard that before. When Akaza was brought to the Red, they say that he was wrapped in silk from Tenyo Island. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of suspicious. Like, it's again, like, just picking up a baby. Yeah, picking up a baby off the shore and be like, this is my son. Like, everyone would probably, like, understand it as, oh, his adopted son, not, like, his actual, like, blood-related son. Tenyo Island silk is extremely rare to come by, which means he came from a noble family, or at least a wealthy one. or like, the option that no one would think about is that he actually came from Tenyo Island itself, like, the producer of said silk. What do you think, like, a noble family, like, just dropped their baby from a boat, or, like, just swaddled them up, and like, bye-bye. So close. I guess that explanation would be, like, the most reasonable one. Like, oh, maybe a baby fell off a boat. But if that's the case, there would be like a search for parents involved. I doubt anyone would suspect that Lord Jigen was actually married to a woman from Tenyo Island. Lord Akaza's pedigree has to be from Lord Jigen's blood. I mean, he even kinda takes after him. I mean, I guess Jigen wears like more of a kind face. Like, when Akaza like cracks a smile though, it's like a rare thing. Takes after him? I should look at them more closely next time. I'm just like, they don't really look that much alike. Which is why it was like a very much a surprise when you're like, oh yeah, we're actually blood related. I'm like, what? Thought they were like just an adoption process. Most people would be afraid to have their hidden child discovered. But we're talking about the outsider Lord Jigen here. Lord Doma doesn't have a wife, right? That we know about. Technically. Although we've like pretty much inferred. We're like 99% sure. Right. So everyone thought being single was normal. Which is why no one said anything about Akaza. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Oh, but it isn't just a blood thing. I'm sorry. It's because Akaza works hard and puts effort into everything he does. Yeah, he does he does like work hard. You can't diminish his efforts there by just saying like, oh, he was just born with it. If only I had an ounce of his talent and strengths, you know? Kinda looked up and sighed deeply. Talent and strength aside, why not talk to him? I'm sure you two would get along. But I'm not all too talented or gifted myself. And I've got this mark on me now. I mean, Akaza wouldn't judge you for it. He might fight for you. You know already that he wouldn't let a silly mark bother him. I guess you're right. I was sort of a recluse back on the surface. I kept thinking that people would compare me to Akaza if I became leader of the Yellow. But now that I've been exiled, I lost all ties to the politics around me. You know, I shouldn't say this because I was exiled, but I'm relieved. Yeah, like he wasn't really meant for that role. It's kind of unfair though that like he was punished so deeply, like just for like meandering off the path. I mean, I guess like yeah, if he did like not fall in love with Tsunami and like got betrothed to like a noble woman and became leader of the Yellow, yeah, it's like he would not last. He would not last being a leader. It's like not his personality. I can probably get along with Akaza better now than before. You really should get to know him. Yeah, I'll introduce myself the next time I see him. A letter to the Red today. She is still going out to deliver letters. God, girl. Someone did go to the trouble of writing it, and Lord Jigen is at the Red District, so I guess it'll be safe to deliver this. Girl, just like wait a week. Like you can let the letters pile up, right? And then you can just like deliver them like in one go, or like in stages. Well, good morning. Are you feeling alright? Is it poor circulation? How about a hot bath? Yosoga was kind as usual. But it was probably also because he read the newspaper. Well, if you have an open room... By the way, I'm thinking about holding off on delivery starting tomorrow. I've already put a notice on the letterbox. I see. Understood. You are, of course, free to do as you wish. I thought there would be more like, we need to escort you. Like, they're being very nonchalant, like, about the article. Like, what? Like, before, there was, like, a killer on the loose. They're like, we gotta make sure that you have an escort at all times. And now that article is put out, And now there's essentially, like, many killers after Byakuya. They're like, it's fine. When should I start the deliveries again? I breathed in a sweet and refreshing aroma of the room, but my shoulders were still slumped. Mifune, what are you doing? You're gonna get cursed. You'll bring a curse to the blue. The residents are only going to get worse if something isn't done soon about the sun. I could probably perform another ritual to help, but I have a feeling that it won't solve the problem. Amaterasu, please come back. Will the problem go away if I turn into Lady Amaterasu? Not sure.
I destroyed the mirror, so such a fearsome event would not come to pass.
But the mirror was destroyed. I don't know if he's telling the truth there. What can I do to help? Alright, to the red. Hi, again. Olympia, how nice to see you. You as well, Lord Jigen. I'm here to deliver a letter. Oh, thank you. Many have found new hope since you began your delivery service. Please continue to do your best. Well, about that, I'm gonna hold off on delivery starting tomorrow. If that's your choice, so be it. It's not even like about choice, like her well-being, the danger. I tried my best to return his gentle smile. By the way, are things going well between you and my son? Oh, no, winky face. Oh my. We did have, before everything got chaotic, we did have a romantic time on a boat. I am quite proud of how I raised him, but that is only me speaking. I heard everything from Akaza. I lost my mother and everyone on the island, and I felt alone all this time. So I was happy to hear that you love someone from my island, Lord Jigen. I hope you know I did not mean to conceal it. I am unsure how much you have heard, but it is said that those who wed on that island lose their memories. Is that true? But Lord Jigen, There are rare cases of those who retain their memories. Yeah, just like old man Fuso. But I did not want the people to see the women of the island in a strange way. If I disclosed that I wed a woman of the white, it would attract their interest. Despite the island's protection by the whirlpools, some may choose to work their evil there. I mean, there's no one there. There's no one left over there. I suppose you're right. No, that is not all. I need to apologize to you, Olympia. Lord Jigen, what is it? I love Akaza as his parent. And I love you as a daughter, even though you are of the white bloodline. Right, like, sees her as, like, a daughter-in-law, like, because Byakuya would essentially be, like, an extension of his wife's family. But sometimes I wish that Akaza never met you. What? Huh? Akaza has likely spoken to you about Suzuha and Susanoo's katana. I don't think he spoke about them specifically. Susanoo's katana drifted to Tenyo Island once, before Akaza was born. Oh, did it? I mean, we know the blade has been, like, haunting him. Just like in, like, Susanoo and Okami, like, when he touched the sword that was holding down Orochi, like, he got nightmares. Like, Akaza's getting a bunch of nightmares because of the sword as well. I wonder, did the katana come for someone else before Akaza? Suzuha found the katana on the shore while pregnant. Oh, okay, so it was still after Akaza. That katana found its way to Tenyo Island? When she showed it to Tsukiyomi, he went into a rage and threw it out into the whirlpools. He told her to forget ever seeing that katana. I'd have liked to see that, jeez. Time passed and a red-haired boy was born. A birth of a boy on Tenyo Island where only daughters of the white are born. And upon Akaza's birth, Suzuha passed away. What? Unable to kill Akaza, Tsukiyomi suggested sending him out to the sea alone on a boat. Oh wow. He's like, maybe the whirlpools will take care of it. So like not brave enough to do it himself. But yeah, maybe feeling a bit guilty because it's like it would be Suzuha's son, like essentially born of the lineage of Amaterasu. But yeah, putting on a page of Izanami's book, just send the child out on a boat. I guess Akaza was saved. Like the whirlpools didn't kill him. It let him through. But the women of the white pleaded for mercy. Despite his color traits being different, he was still a child born to the island. I was scared for a long while. Did you like get news like that you had a child? You know, like it sounds like the marriages to the women of the white were kind of like a one and done thing. If Akaza kills you, I would lose another person precious to me. Which is why I prayed for you to never meet. I'm sorry things didn't go as you hoped. No. I did not raise an obedient son, after all. I chuckle, seeing Lord Jigen smile and joke at a time like this. It has been a long time since I arrived here from Japan. I do not bear any hatred toward this island, but I do think about making the place better. And we finally have a generation now with a strong desire for change. I wish to see it with my own eyes. I want to see what kind of future the youth will build. I have no power left, so I am of little help. So I hope you take my words to heart as a gift of wisdom. It certainly is a gift. I'll forever remember your words, Lord Jigen. Lord Jigen always knows how to cheer me up. Yes, he's always taking great care of me. You know, I still love my wife to this day. And upon Akaza's birth, Suzuha passed away. And he never once complained about his situation. I want to become strong, just like him. There were those who shunned me. And there were those who cared for me. But what can I do? I looked around and noticed something different. Huh? Where is everyone today? I was in the central district near Shanaton, the military, the hospital, and the plaza. This is supposed to be one of the most crowded places on the island. Did something happen again? Suddenly anxious, I began to run. The plaza. Something must have happened. I didn't see anyone causing a commotion, but I felt that something was missing. Did something happen? I spoke to a girl near me. I don't know. I don't. She ran away, shaken. Everyone else turned away and began to run. Okay, well, the article's still out in the open. Did they write another one, or is it just the old one? Like, causing waves? Is it the newspaper again? No, this feels different. Confused, I looked around the area when suddenly... Okay. Hi, soldier. No one is allowed through Kunado. That also applies to permit holders. Okay, why are you telling this here? Like, why are you not at Kunado just barring people? A group of young men with weapons in hand lined up in the plaza, glaring at the residents. What's going on? Like, okay. Like... Okay, so they're not allowed to go to Kunado. Go home at once! Keep yourselves locked inside! I repeat, no one is allowed through Kunado. Those who try will be severely punished. All those who have forced their way through have already been arrested. Arrested? I quietly made my way out of the plaza and boarded a nearby carriage. People, have they, like, lost their minds? Alright, then she's going to Kunado. You there, stay back. None shall get through without a permit. You move! I'm gonna drag him out of Yomi! You don't want to die, do you? Okay, are we just going on a massacre here? What the? Silence. Any more and I'll arrest you all for rioting and take you to a Shanaton. This is no time to be so lawful. I bet even you soldiers don't want to die. Hurry up or else the sun's gonna disappear. Is this what you want? Oh god. Stay back. All who remain will be tried and convicted as felons. I will let you go this once. Now be gone. You can't be serious. The military actually sees the scum of Yomi as more important than us. Go home, resident. You're not gonna... Oh god, they're like, oh, I'm gonna start a massacre. This will surely save the island. Lady Olympia would never curse us. We need to protect her name. Me? Is this all because of me again? Silence. No one may pass. Riku and the other soldiers are doing their best to hold back the residents. They're all trying to get through to Yomi. Let me through. I bet you don't care about those guys in Yomi anyway. Ah yes, you're protecting Byakuya because of that newspaper article, which was written by someone on the surface. Like, the people in Yomi had, like, nothing to do with it. What? The military isn't gonna save us. Just let us through. Oh. Ah! The wave of people pushed me to the side. They don't even notice me here? And I was supposed to be related to all this? Olympia, stay back. Is this a Kaza? Suddenly, someone took hold of my arm. I'm gonna say probably a Kaza. No, no. It's not a Kaza! It's not oh god, no. Not him. I was about to raise my voice in surprise. You will risk injury by getting between them. He was very calm. He even made it sound as though the current commotion was nothing of note. Ah, where are my manners? Please do not be alarmed. My name is Sakio. I am the director of the hospital. Wow, we're finally getting to meet him in this route very late. The hospital? It's nice to meet you. Now, what are you doing here, Sakio, of all times? I tried my best to be polite, but I couldn't seem to look away from his eye patch. I must admit, I'm rather surprised to see them shove you aside like that. What is going on here? They want to fuel the sun using the show of Yomi's residents. Okay. I mean, we already did a few dances before, and it didn't work. How about we use the Shrine Gate? The Amano Miyashira. There's tons of show there. I look towards the mob, clashing with the military. Trying to use the people of Yomi as, like, cattle. The show of the Yomi's residence? I believe this all started with a group of fanatics who worship you. I was thinking, like, what was that guy's name? Enji? How you got off last route? They proclaimed that you would never curse anyone, and all that was needed was show to feel the sun. I could feel my strength leaving me again. I held myself steady against a nearby boulder. So they suggested the capture of Yomi's residence. As odd as it sounds, they are attempting to defend your name. But I slowly looked at the mob. They didn't notice me at all. They were all screaming and yelling, eyes bloodshot, trying to get through to Yomi. Do not even think of trying to stop them. And like they don't want to hear reason. His eyes narrowed as if he had read my mind. This is simply a riot. They're not open to suggestions, and will not be willing to listen even if you address them. But if I don't do anything, they're going to harm the soldiers. I took a deep breath. All of you, stop this at once! My voice was unexpectedly loud and clear. Kunada suddenly became quiet. The people of Yomi have nothing to do with the sun. Please settle down and leave. I will return the sun to its brilliance. Suddenly, a nearby man turned towards me and dropped to his knees. Do not worry, Lady Olympia. I believe in you. You would never curse us. Oh no, it's like the ravenous fanatics, the cultists. I hope the takeaway of this isn't like, oh well, I better quell them by becoming a Matarasu and just losing my personal autonomy. We want to be of help to you. Please leave it to us. The people of Yomi are expendable and happy to serve your purpose. No, I said stop! I raised my voice again when... All of you, you are under arrest! Alright, soldier. Okay, time for mass panic. There are the soldiers back at the plaza! All of you have been deemed criminals! Arrest them! No! Olympia! This time, Riku was tugging on my arm. So gotta get you out of the way of the craziness. You must listen to me today, of all days. Please return to the manor at once. I'll take you safely back to Lord Delma. I'll not allow any answer other than a yes. But... everyone is being restrained in front of my eyes. Please understand the situation. I cannot risk having you injured amidst all this rioting. Riku, mind your manners with women. I'm sorry. Sakyo, I want to slap you across the face. Mind your manners with women. Okay, and then he kidnapped me numerous times and essentially used me as a baby-making machine, both awake and not awake. I did not know you were here. All she is trying to do is save the people. Forgive me. I wonder if they're friends. I mean, no, they know each other. Sakyo has a violet ribbon. They must know each other because of their color class. That said, I still do need to return you to the manor. I'm only worried about you. Understood. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna help if you stay here, Byakuya. Unless you, like, loudly declare, like, I'm gonna become a Matarasu, maybe just to, like, quell the crowd. For, like, a little bit. Like, I don't think there's anything else you could say. Going against his orders now would be foolish. I walked slowly away from the clamor as Riku's hand pushed me gently from behind. Leaving now felt so unfair and morally wrong. The sun, eh? It seems this world is going to end before the medicine is completed. But I suppose that is fine. True suffering can end if everything is swallowed by darkness. It must be quiet and beautiful. Does this mean Sakyo's not gonna mess with us? Is he just like giving in? Giving in to the despair? Olympia, I'll say it once and 1,000 times. Please honor your position. I'm truly sorry. Didn't it dawn on you that the riots could have trampled you? It sounds like a Black Friday sale, but instead of deals, it's Yomi souls. I didn't think about it. In any case, please stay inside the manor until we have everything under control. Which means it won't happen until the sun is back to normal. Huh? He suddenly went quiet. I could still hear the sounds of yelling and screaming from Kunado. I do not believe you would ever try to curse this island. I stared at him in surprise. Mind you, I do see you as a source of never-ending trouble. But you are the woman Akaza chose. Oh, you know Akaza? You didn't know. Akaza and I are... Oh. What? Oh. It's not just cloudy anymore. Who turned off the sun? All of a sudden, darkness fell over us. Again? I prayed desperately to Lady Amaterasu from the bottom of my heart. Lady Amaterasu, please bring the sun back to us. I can't believe this is happening. Please. Riku was probably thinking the same thing. We looked up at the dark sky from the wharf. This isn't a dream. The sun did vanish. Wow. This is like chaos in this route. It didn't nearly get us this chaotic in the other routes. This is what like could have happened in Himika's route, but we stopped Izanami like very early on. Yeah, like right now though, we don't even have like an inkling that Izanami's like doing this. It was in the darkness of night. Seagulls were flying away in their confusion. The people around us looked silently up at the sky. Riku, please take me back to the manor. Are we gonna have to talk to Doma about dancing again? Doma, the sun disappeared again. Get ready now. Huh? What are you waiting for? Have you forgotten your role? Of course not. But what about the mirror? I'll explain later. First, your prayer. Understood. I could feel everyone's eyes on me as soon as I alighted from the carriage. Feels like everyone on the island is here. Everyone was looking at me with fear in their eyes. I couldn't appear uneasy now. Will things be alright? Don't worry. Let's go. I told him not to worry, but I was really scared. If the sun doesn't return... I clenched my fist to try to keep my spirits up. I wonder if Akaza came too. Knowing him, I was sure he already knew about the rioting at Kunado earlier. He could be dealing with all the arrests right now. I felt so alone. The boat would arrive at the stage any moment. If only he could be by my side. After our first unpleasant encounter, I never thought I would long for Akaza like this. I thought I was all alone. But he pried me open and forced his way into my heart. There's no time to worry. I need to be like him and stay strong. Don't worry. It'll all be fine. The sun returned the last time I danced. Like Doma said, it's probably nothing serious. I can't let myself get anxious right now. Now, it's time to dispel the darkness. That is my role as a descendant of the White. Alright, and we dance again. Lady Amaterasu, I am a daughter of the White from Tenyo Island, one who will pray to you for eternity. I humbly beg of you, please end this darkness soon. The people are afraid. A shadow has overcome their hearts without the brilliance of the sun. Please answer my prayer and return the brilliance of the sun to us. Please, please, Lady Amaterasu. The sun isn't returning. I dropped to the floor in despair. This has never happened before. The sun has always shone for my prayer. I looked up at the dark sky and wept to Lady Amaterasu deep in my heart. Lady Amaterasu! Lady Amaterasu! Please, please bring the brilliance of the sun back to the sky. Bestow upon us the brilliance of your light. Nothing happened. A thick darkness was painted over the sky and sea all around me. The sun. I continued my prayer. I prayed with all my might. Lady Amaterasu! Please, please destroy the brilliance of the sun. Please, let the sun cut through the darkness and shine its light upon us. Please bring us the blue sky again. It's no use. All I saw around me was darkness. Not a single ray of light made its way through. A helpless fatigue came over me. I need to return to Doma and tell him what happened. Alright, it's the first time it's like failed. The sun did not return. I'm sorry.
But please don't apologize. This isn't your fault, Lady Olympia.
Thank you. I tried to smile, even as regret filled my heart. Does this mean I must become Lady Amaterasu? Is that the only way to end this darkness? But the mirror is gone now. I wouldn't be me anymore, which meant everything I was would disappear. How different was that from death? What is it? Did something happen? I raised my head, noticing the boat stopped moving. Uh-oh. Are we stopped, or did the rower stop?
Lady Olympia, what should I... The people on the beach.
Uh-oh. Are they are they rioting? Oh no, it's the curse of the White! It's just like the newspaper said, the White actually cursed us. Their voices are full of anger and despair. Did they not see us dance and then just drop down in despair ourselves? It's like we couldn't do it, we failed. It's not like we caused it. She's been cursing us all along without remorse.
That's right, she's the one who brought this damn disaster upon us.
Well, rower can't take us back there, obviously.
Maybe we could take the rower to Tenyo Island.
They'll let Byakuya get through. I'm pretty sure that the rower can come with. Beyond the ocean are women called witches, who are said to bring disaster to the people. I was now a witch to them.
I don't think it's a good idea to dock.
Yeah, they're gonna nab you if you do. But Byakuya, please dock as usual. You dum-dum.
But
I did not curse this island. I have done nothing wrong. That's still not gonna stop them. Like, right or wrong. Like, they're still gonna hurt you. So there's no need for me to run. Are we gonna have, like, protagonist armor here? In truth, I wanted to jump into the sea and swim as far away as possible. The residents held torches, looking at me with savage eyes as if ready to apprehend me. I guess they're gonna capture me the moment I land.
Look how white she is. She's so creepy.
Isn't that the girl from Tenyo Island? Which means she's of the real white lineage.
Should we try to nab her?
I guess I truly am hated here. Am I really gonna die because of some article? I wanted to resist, but I didn't know how I could fight them off.
I mean, you're on a boat. You just wait a bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the military, the Kodawari, Doma, like, they would send help if you just kind of, like, stay put.
I could very well be the cause of this darkness. God, why is...
It's like, the protagonist, Byakuya.
Why are you so dumb? I know, like, we can't stop her because this is a story. But man, if I were in your shoes, like, just wait. Just wait a little bit.
Here she comes.
I could hear whispering in the darkness ahead.
The white is evil.
That wasn't true. But I couldn't raise my voice.
We're all gonna die. No, I don't want to die. We didn't do anything wrong. I don't want to die. How do we lift this curse then? We probably have to eliminate the source of the curse.
Byakuya, why are you surprised now? You went rowing to your own demise.
The sun is gone for good. No, I'm sure it'll return once the curse is lifted. Once the curse is lifted?
I could see their piercing eyes through the darkness.
Lady Olympia, it's too dangerous. They're bound to attack.
The rower has more sense. The rower's like, please, like, let's not dock. Like, come on. The rower did his best to turn around, but it was too late.
Oh my god.
Ah! Someone jumped into the ocean, leading more to jump in, sending splashes of water into the air.
Lady Olympia, please escape!
But where? I mean, you had the idea of just swimming. Escape through the ocean to where?
Get her off the boat! The sun will come back if you get rid of the white!
No! I didn't have the strength in me to yell. I felt death creeping up from behind as splashes echoed through the darkness, closing in on us.
Get the sun back! End the curse! Kill the white who brought this curse on us!
Akaza! You saved me back then. If they end up capturing me, I hope I can at least see you at a Shanaton.
I mean, it's a mob. Like, they're not gonna take you to trial. They're gonna burn the witch.
Okay. Protagonist. Male lead, coming to save us. Don't get any closer. Lay a single finger on her and I will cut you all down with my sword. Akaza?
Lord Akaza, please move aside. She's the one who brought this curse upon Tengu Island. She's fooling you.
You are the fools here. His silver blade shimmered, silencing them. Think about it. If she planned to curse this island, she would have done so years ago. This is simply the sun failing us. It can be returned to normal. Do not let rumors lead you astray.
But she couldn't bring the sun back.
I mean, could you?
Lord Akaza, look at this darkness.
Okay, it's like, well, can't, the words are not working. I see you all wish to die now. This is not merely a threat. My mission is to protect her. If any of you dare to bring harm to her, I assume your life is over. Akaza took a step forward, and his katana responded by sending a flame of light across its blade. Now, whoever wishes to die, step forward. Akaza's presence kept everyone at bay. There's like a lone samurai, like, in the water. Everyone knew well enough that he wasn't the type to make empty threats. If anyone took another step, he would cut them down immediately. Another side of him. This wasn't the usual Iron Mask who treated me with kindness. He burned with an intent to kill, and the sight brought shivers down my spine. I'll say it again. I, Akaza, have a mission to protect her. No one will get in my way. Have you all forgotten my order? That none shall speak words of fear, or behave in any way that will bring her harm. If you have forgotten, remember it quickly. If you did not hear me then, commit this to memory. Akaza? I take it that no one is ready to die. If that is the case, you must all vow never to bring harm to her. If you accept this, leave now. Do not ever make me draw my blade again. Alright, well, Susanoo's sword coming to rescue the descendant of Amaterasu. That's poetic. Akaza's voice resounded through the darkness. A wave of frightened whispers spread throughout the crowd, and one by one the people began to move back. Akaza carried me in his arms and took me ashore. Suddenly... Okay. Alright, Doma's here. I mean, they did come to our rescue, but man, I just want to hit Byakuya over the head. Like, just could have just waited, and like they would have settled this without you like brushing death. How foolish of you to all believe in such baseless rumors. Darkness is something to be feared. I understand that fear controls your heart. But that one there is the last of the white bloodline from Tenyo Island. The sun goddess Amaterasu's descendant. Yeah, they would have like inadvertently like just killed their last lifeline. If anyone dares to draw blood for her, they shall bring upon them the goddess's wrath, and forever seal the sun into oblivion. If you do not believe me, try and kill them. With that, Doma turned around and left. I wasn't sure if he left out of confidence in our survival or indifference to our deaths. Everyone is starting to leave. As if following Doma, the people of the island slowly departed. They shuffled away lifelessly, as though they were a crowd composed of the dead. I will escort you back to the manor. Akaza's hand touched my shoulder. The warmth from his hand brought tears to my eyes. The manor is so far away. I don't have it in me to make it there. You were so bent on just like rowing into death. Now you're just like, I can't make it. Like, girl. Do you mind taking me to my hideout? Oh my, we're going to Love Shack. Alright, is this the romantic part? Is this the romantic part coming in? Maybe she'll get dyed red. And then with that power, she can like do the proper dance and like send the color up to the sun. Let me brew you some tea. Don't worry, I'm fine. He walked to the gas stove without another word. I blankly stared at him from behind as he prepared the tea. I wanted to help, but I couldn't seem to find the strength. You probably have to eliminate the source of the curse. people believed the newspaper over me. If Akaza hadn't been there. Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll feel a little better after drinking this. Thank you. My matching pair of seashell cups. I was so happy back when I bought them. I am sure you know this already, but let me remind you to not blame yourself. I blame her. Like, I mean, she didn't cause the curse, but I still wholeheartedly blame Byakuya for just rowing into death when, like, waiting was an option. I heard from Tatsugi that you went to see Canon. He didn't comply with your request, did he? I pressed him to prove that the curse existed, but he said there was no proof you hadn't. Of course he did. I took a sip of the freshly brewed tea, and they're just like, well, can't do anything about that. Like, hello? Can you, like, court order him to, like, rescind the article? We execute people for falling in love, like, but we don't execute people for causing riots and mass panic. For some reason, it tasted better than when I brewed it myself. I'm going to Abyssero again tomorrow. We cannot risk this happening again. I think it's a waste of time. No. Canon needs his just desserts here. Like, throw the book at him. I'm still going. His voice was strong. That's right. Akaza always looked forward. Mr. Director? I need to ask. You knew about my role in becoming a Matarasu, right? He quietly nodded. If I become a Matarasu, the sun will probably return. The darkness would go away. My fingers were shaking. I never expected to say such a thing. I'll return this necklace to you. Oh no! Is he like, she's returning his love, like, he's giving it back. Don't accept that. Don't just, like, not be you anymore. If I become a Matarasu, everything about me will disappear, right? Which means I can't take you as my husband. You were not meant to be my soulmate. But these past weeks have been the happiest days of my life. Even happier than when I used to live on Tenyo Island. You know me better than I know myself. You knew this day would come, didn't you? Then why did you say you'd be my husband? Why did you give me this necklace? You told me before that there wasn't much time left. So this is what you were referring to? That I would no longer be myself. That I would forget everything about you. And yet, you told me that you loved me. It is because I am Akaza of the Red, and not Susanoo. You were raised without being told many things. Now suddenly you're told to become a real goddess. The waves bring forth what one seeks. What drifts onto the beach rightfully belongs to the discoverer. This is because the waves bring what each person should receive. But what about this is good? Akaza frowned at his katana. I doubt this came to bring me happiness. This katana. Maybe the reason my mother died. Fate is simply being forced upon you and me. Everything happening now is something we didn't ask for. Suddenly, Akaza grabbed my wrist. How much has the grain of love grown? There's nothing left. I don't have any more to say except thank you for escorting me here and goodbye. My soulmate. I love you beyond belief. I don't love you at all now. I forced my tears back and turned my face away, when suddenly my body was lifted into the air. Oh. What? Akaza headed towards the window with me in his arms. Okay, window, not bed. I thought it was gonna be forced snoo here. And never mind. I hear bed sounds. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna show you that I love you. Ah? He tossed me onto my bed and my lips were suddenly sealed tightly. I'm gonna add the Angie 6. Let me go! Oh, you got the bedroom eyes. I can't believe you. You're the worst. I am the most hated person in this world, so your words mean nothing. Get off me! Don't touch me! I want to touch you. Stop! Who is your soulmate? I don't know. I haven't met him yet. Don't lie. He's right in front of you. I don't know what to do anymore. I want to be with you, but the sun. I need to fulfill an important role and... Please, don't touch me anymore. Don't look at me like that. I'm scared. I don't know what I'll do if I fall even deeper in love. You'll have my body and soul completely, and I won't be able to leave. Well, when you put it that way, of course he's gonna do it. I can't become Lady Amaterasu if that happens. Oh no! Okay. And if that does happen, then what's going to happen to me? Who's going to protect this world? I'm a white from Tenyo Island. The only thing I could do now is become Lady Amaterasu. No. I'm still not convinced. Huh? Tell me, how exactly are you supposed to turn into Amaterasu? I don't know, throw yourself into the Ikimizu spring? If all that's needed is to align the mirrors, someone would have done it the moment you turned 18. But why didn't Himika do it if he longed for Amaterasu all these years? Yes, I knew you before. And I killed you over and over again in my dreams. Then you appeared in front of me on your 16th birthday. I was looking at you from the wharf, but not once did our eyes meet. Ever since then, I watched you, but you never took notice of me. Was I really going to kill this girl? Perhaps Lord Tsukiyomi made everything up. I had my doubts, considering that you never spoke to me or even looked at me. Then on your 18th birthday, my frustration at the fate forced upon me peaked. Maybe you had turned into Amaterasu that day. If so, maybe I would kill you with my own hands. My irritation swelled, and then I simply decided to disregard fate. Even at a time like this, he really was the Akaza I know. Which is why I fulfilled my role as director of the Kotowari first. I urged you to look for a husband to preserve your rare bloodline. When I first heard you speak, you were so different from on stage. That's because you were rude. I wanted you to first get yourself outside. If what Jigen told me was correct, you already had the mind to make decisions for yourself. So, I fell right into your hands. If I am to love someone, that person must be someone who will change the world with me. Which is why I was happy when you said you wanted to. There was no way I was going to allow myself to kill you. I vowed to protect you with my own hands. But I need to protect the sun.
That's my role.
I thought you'd say that. Something strange did happen on your birthday, but you're still here. No different from before. Doesn't that strike you as odd?
I suppose so, but what are we supposed to do now? What's gonna happen to us if the world stays covered in darkness?
I don't know. No matter how cursed or hated, I am still only human. I don't know what laws of nature govern this world. So all I am doing is making the best choice possible in each moment.
What about now?
I want to love you. Well, I guess in times of duress, I guess make some children. A sensation ran through me. Think about it. If I can't fulfill my desires before the world disappears in darkness, I may be driven into a rage by regret.
Stop it. That sounds too real.
You don't want me?
Do you have to ask?
You want me? This is so weird. I want you so badly that I'm certain that you feel the same way as my soulmate.
I don't have a soulmate.
If that's what you say, let's check. Okay, she's like, alright, let's see how far you can take it, and if he gets botsued, he's like, oh well.
Huh? Ah!
He gently nibbled my ear, and I cried out involuntarily.
No, stop!
Long ago, a shapeless god separated its spirit crystal into two to create a man and woman. His warm breath caressed my neck, and his strong fingers slowly made their way under my dress. Oh my.
No, don't!
Since then, humans have been born without half of their soul, and are fated to search for the one who would complete them.
Ah! Ah!
My back arched, feeling his slightly cool palm against my skin. I wanted to escape somehow. I was afraid of what would happen next. Which is why when two such halves meet, love prevents them from parting ways. Oh, smooch. I couldn't breathe as he kissed me deeply. I tasted something sweet in his lips, and my legs trembled with embarrassment.
No!
You're lying. As soon as our lips came apart, he pulled down my dress.
I'm not lying. Ah! I don't like you. I hate you. Don't say that. I don't like when you say that. That was what you said during Yosuga's bad ending.
But I still love you. I want you badly.
Akaza.
He pressed his lips to mine once more, holding me down and kissing me passionately.
Ah!
This wasn't the same kiss we had on the boat. It's deeper, more sensual kiss. The strength of his embrace frightened me, as if he were going to devour me, yet my body was flushed with the heat from his.
You're so mean. I can't believe you're...
It's because you said you don't have a soulmate.
But...
Oh, it's turning red. I may not know what truly governs this world, but I vow to protect you with all my might. And you still wish to escape me? You don't want my love?
You're so rude and horrible. I promised not to make you my husband. But I still want you.
How nice, like, even if she keeps saying no, 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 at least her hair is a color indicator, a litmus test that she's into it.
I want your love. I want you to know everything about me.
You should have said so from the beginning. Akaza gave such a gentle smile that I couldn't take my eyes off him. I have your approval. I can take you as mine now. As much as I want. Oh my, we're gonna go until morning, are we? Or is he gonna freak out because of the hair? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, we did it all the way. Hello. Hello. Wow. Wowie zowie here. Wow. It's red. It's red. Akaza. I couldn't think straight in all my embarrassment. Yeah, that kind of moved a little fast there. It's like, okay, deep kiss. All right. I didn't want to think about what would happen in the future. I could hardly believe what was happening now. At least he didn't freak out over the hair. He was like probably the only one who didn't freak out. Did you notice? Your hair has taken on my color. Huh? What are you... what? It's her turn to freak out over the over the hair. His fingertips slid across my skin as I sat up in surprise. No one told you about it. Women from the white class take on the color of their soulmate. Huh? I guess he would know. That's right. Let me tell you something special. We girls on Tenyu Island have a wonderful secret. I couldn't believe I was actually thinking about my mother at a time like this. It's not usually what you want to think about. When you and your soulmate find each other and fall in love, you will take on his color in my hair? I brought the ends of my hair to my eyes and saw that they had gained a reddish hue. It's definitely from my color. Your color? I wasn't used to seeing this red color on me. And yet, it felt as though it had been my color all along. It's still not enough. I want your hair to become a deeper red. To become mine completely. I mean, it's like almost your color all the way. Akaza's tongue slid along my bare skin. It traced itself around the sensitive parts of my skin, sending a jolt through my body. I am not Susanoo. I am Akaza of the Red. And who are you? What is your name? My name is Byakuya. Yes, that is your name. Your name is not Amaterasu. Byakuya, I love you. I love you more than anything in this world. I love you too. I gently stroked his red hair. I love you more than anyone. I love you. Alright, changed your curses into prayers. No longer saying I hate you. His vibrant red eyes glimmered as if they were pools of blood. But they didn't scare me at all. All I wanted was... more. Give me more of your color. I want you to cover me in red so Lady Amaterasu won't ever take my body. I want more of you. Byakuya. He kissed me again and I held him close as tightly as I could. Don't ever leave me. If my soulmate ever left me, I have no idea what I would do. Would he just like rage out? I will never kill you. I will protect you at all costs, so please, love me. Love me more. I love you. I embraced Akaza with everything I had. I felt his warmth through my hands on his back. I love you, my dear soulmate. Please, fill me with your color. I didn't care about being embarrassed anymore. I wanted Akaza. I wanted my body to be his. Byakuya. Alright, do it again. Alright, at the spring. Huh? How did we get here? Wait. I'm back on Tenyu Island? I'm confused too. What? No, this can't be right. I was just with the Kaza. Are we dreaming? But now, I feel cold. Ikimizu Spring. Lady Materasu. May I ask you for a selfish favor? I want to dispel the darkness. I know that it's my duty as a woman of the white, but I also want to be with him. If I become you, Lady Amaterasu, I'm very sorry. This must be too selfish of a favor to ask. My role is... Okay, back to the love shack. Akaza! Ah, you're awake. I heard the door close. I'm sorry. I was outside surveying the area to make sure the place was safe. After all we did in here? I'm pretty sure if there was someone out here, they'd make a move earlier. I see. I took a look around the hideout. Everything is fine. No one else is around. Thank you. I wasn't sure what to say. After what we did, it was hard to have a normal conversation. Oh, this is weird. Things escalated very quickly. Your hair is nice and red now. Huh? You're right. He was as calm as usual, even at a time like this. Unbelievable, and yet, I love that about him. We're the same. It was so embarrassing that I wanted to run out and rush straight home. Are you feeling alright? I was so consumed by you that I gave in to my desires without regard for your body. I couldn't think of the right words to say. All I could do was look away with reddened cheeks. So I mean, I guess you're still standing, so... Was it bad? No, not at all. I don't regret anything, so I'd be happy if you felt the same way too. Since intercourse before marriage is prohibited, we should keep it a secret. Uh-oh. Alright, no one tattle. What? You're telling me this now? I thought you might deny me if I told you beforehand. Yeah, but you were purposely withholding that info. You were like supposed to uphold the law. I mean, I guess Riku didn't say anything otherwise. He was just being very serious about like waiting till marriage. But my hair! Everyone at the manor is bound to say something about it. Not to worry, your hair should turn white again in time. Really? Like, you know more about Byakuya than Byakuya does. But I do think you look great with the same color as mine. Ah. I'll escort you back to the manor once your hair returns to its usual color. I'll formally greet Lord Doma there, then. It's gonna be like, by the way, can I, like, marry your daughter? Kinda late in this, but... Huh? Did I not satisfy you? Do you wish to continue your search for other candidates? So stop it, will you? I was just, you know, the whole situation. The situation calls for me to take the proper steps, so I can remain by your side without any issues. Akaza! I embraced him as tightly as I could. Keep that up and I can be by your side again. I was on Tenyu Island in my dreams. I asked Lady Amaterasu to let me stay with you. You don't need to ask Lady Amaterasu. I will never leave your side. Our lips touched. Love prevented me from letting go. Lady Amaterasu, please don't let us be parted. Alright, next chapter. Strange waters. What strange water could it be? Still nighttime. Are we going to the manor? Are we gonna, like, hang out for a bit? Alright, to the manor. Are we gonna talk to Doma? Alright, we'll have to continue this in the next episode. It was a long episode. Like, hour 20? Drink some water, rehydrate. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of romance. The romance we were waiting for after a stressful situation. Alright, anywho, hope you guys had a fun and relaxing time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, bye-bye.